Hello, I'm James Preston and welcome to the Morning Outlook exclusive to Kalkine TV, providing you with all the information you'll need for a successful day of trading. The ASX is set to open lower today after a poor close yesterday, primarily due to the sluggish performance of tech stocks. According to the latest SPI futures, the ASX 200 is expected to open 5 points or 0.1% lower this morning. Whilst the new year of trading started strongly with a 2% index jump, that enthusiasm has quickly waned, with investors shifting from tech stocks on a global scale into value stocks amidst rising COVID cases. The US recorded 1 million positive cases yesterday. As for the US market itself, it was a day of bleeding. Tech stocks were particularly hard hit. The Nasdaq Composite dropped by 3.34% to trade at 15,100.17. In a similar fashion, the Dow Jones lost 1.07%, and the S&P 500 fell by a steep 1.94%. The changing attitude from US investors away from tech and growth stocks has a close connection with the anticipation of higher rates. It was a different story in Europe, however, with all major exchanges sitting in the green territory. England's FTSE 100 rose by 0.16%, the German DAX rose by 0.74%, and the Stoxx 600 also saw marginal gains of 0.067%, but the best performing index was France's CAC 40, which rose by 0.81%. Asian markets, however, struggled yesterday with ongoing issues surrounding both COVID and the collapse of property giant Evergrande. China's Shanghai Composite ended up dropping by 1.02%. Furthermore, Hong Kong's Hang Seng saw a 1.64% dip, the biggest fall throughout the Asia-Pacific region, whilst Japan's Nikkei traded mostly flat to finish up by 0.1%. Circling back to Australia, and today looms as another challenging day for tech majors. Afterpay also has seen struggles recently, and that chose to see a 4% drop at yesterday's close, which saw it slump to its lowest level since October 6, 2020. Technology One also suffered a heavy loss of 6.04%. With the tech sell-off overnight on Wall Street, both stocks will be feeling the heat today. Despite the struggles of tech stocks, the healthcare segment was actually the worst performing sector on the ASX yesterday. The worst performing stock on the ASX was Pro Medicus, closing 9.7% lower at $56.95 a share, followed by shares in Imugene and Clinuvel Pharmaceuticals. Energy was the best performing sector, which added 0.8%. The best performing stock on the ASX was Adbury, which closed 4.8% higher at $3.03, followed by shares in Santos and Brambles. Time now to take a very short break before we take a look at oil, commodities, the Aussie dollar and the world of crypto.
Hi, I'm Sage, and get ready to take the crypto ride with me on Kalkine TV. Watch the crypto buzz every Tuesday and join the excitement at Kalkine TV. From Bitcoins to NFTs to Dogecoin and DeFi, we have updates about everything around these digital currencies. Understand the investing rationale and the risks involved in the space with me, Sage, on Crypto Buzz. Keep watching Kalkine TV.
Welcome back to the Morning Outlook, where we give you all the information you'll need for a successful day of trading. US Treasury yields rose on Wednesday after the Fed meeting minutes came in more hawkish than expected. The benchmark US 10-year yield rose to its strongest level since April 2021 at around 1.7%, while 30-year yields climbed to more than 2-month peaks. The dollar fell, but pared losses to a 0.091% dip after the Fed minutes were released. The Aussie dollar has continued to trade sideways for the past 24 hours and is currently trading at 72 cents to $1. Oil prices rose modestly yet again, extending gains even after OPEC Plus producers stuck to an agreed output target rise for February. WTI rose 0.09% to $77.06 per barrel, and Brent crude was at $80.08 per barrel, up by 0.1% on the day. The world's favourite yellow metal once again saw a rise. Rising Omicron variant cases helped boost its safe haven appeal with investors. Spot gold fell by 0.3% to $1,809.58 an ounce, and US gold futures gained 0.06% to trade at $1,824.60 an ounce. Iron ore is 2.8% higher at $122.90 a tonne, and iron ore futures are pointing to a rise of 0.5%. And lastly, in the world of crypto, it was more bad news for the world's biggest digital currency, Bitcoin. In the past 24 hours, Bitcoin has fallen about 7% to trade around $43,000, still significantly below its most recent all-time high of $69,000 reached in November 2021. The world's second largest crypto, Ethereum, followed suit, dropping nearly 8% to trade at around $3,500 apiece. Well, that's all for the Morning Outlook. Have a great day trading. Make sure to keep it locked on Kalkine TV for the latest market insights and business news. I'm James Preston, reporting for Kalkine.